I would say one of the main things that I've noticed in business across the board is that corporate social responsibility is becoming increasingly important. And what I mean by that is I feel that, in the past, it was something more associated with philanthropy or something we do on the side. It's a unit that, maybe we have a foundation, or maybe, we have some employee cleanup opportunities, environmental cleanup to kind of keep employee engagement. And one of the things that has been going on, and I would say the last maybe 5 or 10 years, especially the last 5 years, is that companies realize that first of all, they're facing serious issues related to climate change, whether they're open to discussing that, publicly or not. That's one aspect of it. The other aspect is people of your generation, and I guess you would be considered Gen Z, they are very aware of companies' business practices or want to know about them. And that is becoming an important part of their purchase decision process. So it's not just, does this product work well or make me look cool? There's also what is going on in terms of the environment. I see that with my students here. I saw it when I was teaching undergraduates at Georgia Tech. The younger generation is very much aware of these things and interested in these things. So because of that, companies also have to, in order to recruit them, they're trying to recruit the best and brightest. So what type of practices do they have going on internally, externally? How do they treat their employees, their suppliers, further and further back in the supply chain? How are they interacting with the communities within which they're operating? Obviously, the environment. So all of that is important in recruiting the best and the brightest, but then also in just selling their products. I think we've seen this, especially in an area like fast fashion, where a company like H&M seems to be trying to figure out what to do. They have like this conscious, I think it's a conscious collection where they were making some of their clothes from recycled materials. They were having, you can come in and use clothes from any company at all. You can bring them to H&M, get maybe like a 15% discount, and they were using that in some of their clothing. And so they're one of the, biggest companies that we're aware of in terms of fast fashion. And here they are already, and this was a few years ago, but you can tell that is a pain point for them that they're trying to figure out how to address. So I just see that it's becoming more of a central issue as opposed to a peripheral, nice to do, or, a PR type of, PR events or things to kind of build goodwill in the community. It's something that increasingly is becoming important to companies' bottom lines.